Hi friends, I'm Kendall Burns. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you around. Today I am going to bring you a quick Cricut tutorial. I'm actually doing a little favor for a friend of mine who ran out of time. She was in charge of doing iron-on vinyl for 46 tote bags for a family reunion. I think they're gonna have the grandkids each decorate. These are like second cousins and second cousins. 46 is a lot. But I think they're gonna have the kids each decorate one of these tote bags, which I think is such a cute idea, and to have their names on them beforehand is so fun. So I'm excited to be able to help her out. But since I was doing this anyway, I thought I'd make a quick tutorial on how you would go about using Design Space to make vinyl for names. Let's get started. You're gonna go ahead and open your Cricut Design Space app. You are going to click New Project, which will open your canvas. Down at the bottom, you're going to click Text. And as you can see here, it pulls up the fonts that are from Cricut. There's one free Cricut font right here. The rest of them you are able to purchase, or you can click System and you can see all the fonts that are on your system available for you to use. So I'm gonna actually use marker felt. Then you simply type the name that you need. So the first name is Summer. And I have 46 of these names to do, so I'm gonna spend a little extra time doing those, but I'll go about it the same exact way. I'll go to Text, I'll go to System. I actually am gonna type in search, because I know it's called marker font, so that it'll be easy for me to find each time. So then you can see now that I already typed that, I click Text, I go to System, and marker felt, not font, felt is there ready to select. So you have your names. When you want to size them, you click on the name, you go to edit, and my tote bag is about 11 inches wide, and I just want the name to fit for 7 or 8 inches. So I'm gonna scroll over to width, click width, I'm gonna type in 7, and that is sized and ready to go. And I'll just do my other names so that they're ready to go. And from there, all you do is click Make It. Now, we are doing iron-on vinyl. This is maybe the most important step, you guys. You have to reverse the lettering, or else your words will all be backwards. So, to do that, you click in the upper left-hand corner on the mat, click that toggle on, and then it will reverse your design for you, as you can see here. And then you just click continue. You make sure that your machine is set to do iron on. On the Cricut Explore Air 2, you turn the dial to iron on. On Cricut Maker, you're gonna change the settings within the design app. And you load your boards and it will cut those names for you. And you can see that the machine is blinking. I am going to take my iron on vinyl, and the matte side is going to be the side we want to cut through. So the shinier side, we will put facing down on our mat. Press the blinking arrow. And then you press the blinking Cricut button. And it will suck it through and cut our names. So just something to note real fast, my iron-on vinyl came on a roll. It's 12 inches wide. Because I sized each of these names to be between 7 and 7.5 inches wide, I know the size of paper that I need. So I know it's 12 inches wide, so I already cut my pieces. I think I did it 9 inches just to be safe. So those are pre-cut. As soon as this mat is finished, I can load the next mat. As you can see, this mat is finished, and the next mat is ready to load. If you're doing this project from mat 1 all the way to mat 11 with no changes and no differences, you actually don't even have to go back to your app. You can just, once the project is sent to the Cricut, you can just load each mat one after another. The app will notify you to your phone if you have notifications turned on. The app will notify you if you have notifications turned on. As soon as your project has finished cutting, you are ready to move on to the next step. Before you can iron anything on, you have to weed your papers here. Weeding is a term you'll hear anytime you're using vinyl, and it is to take out the background. There are specific tools made by Cricut for weeding. I have never used them. I have always used a thumbtack. So all that I do is push my thumbtack in one of the corners and I get it just under the layer of vinyl. You can see kind of how that worked. You'll be left over with the sticky, kind of clear sheet and your letters for your project. So you just gently peel. Not too hard, because if you pull too hard, you could accidentally rip the vinyl. I don't know if you guys can see how that is rippled right there. I actually accidentally pulled up the end, and I think I salvaged it though, because I didn't actually rip it, so I was able to push it back down. So if that happens, try to salvage your work. If not, you can always just recut. Okay, as you can see, this is almost finished, but we have a few letters that have weeded pieces to remove from the inside. Okay, here it is. It is completely weeded and it's almost ready to go. Each of these names are actually going on a little canvas tote. So I'm gonna cut them apart so that they'll be ready to iron on. Okay, once your weeding is complete, you are ready for the next step. I actually usually do my iron-on vinyl on my kitchen table. To protect my table, I just put a towel down, and then I put my project surface down, and I give it a light iron just to prep the surface, just to warm it up a little bit. And then you take your vinyl, you put it sticky side down. I will sometimes measure to get it perfectly accurate, but sometimes I just do the fingers rule. So I just kind of center it based on this side I've got 3 fingers, and on that side I've got 3 fingers, and that works perfectly fine. You press down and it will stay in place because of that sticky back. It's amazing. And then I take just a piece of scrap fabric, just all cotton, like quilter's fabric. To protect my iron, I put that down over top of the vinyl. If you don't have fabric, you could use a pillowcase. And then I go ahead and put a little bit of pressure. I just leave it though, I don't move it around. I just leave it with a little bit of pressure and I count to 30. And then I just do another round of 30. I just kind of switch the iron around because sometimes I think that irons are hotter in some places, and so I don't know, it's just a weird thing that I do. So after my second time of 30 seconds with the iron, I am ready to peel up from the corner and see how we did. And it looks pretty good. The letters are sticking to the tote bag here. So I'm gonna just gently peel up that sticky part. And then just to be sure, I just put my fabric back down and I just do one more all over iron just to kind of seal that vinyl in place one final time. Okay, look how cute. You guys, how cute is this? Kendall with a Y. If only my mom had been a little bit more creative, I could have had a Y in my name. Dang it.